Yeah, no, I like the look of the venue yesterday, Virgin Hotels. Mm-hmm. And the main card started off with an upset. That's always a fun little adventure.
Yeah, Kenny Sims was once an Elvis Rodriguez. Well, not quite, not prospect of the year, but he was considered coming out of the amateurs in Chicago as he could be a top flight fighter. So, with Elvis Rodriguez coming off of what was a kind of a lackluster performance, a little surprising that they put him in there with the best guy he's ever fought yet. And I think one thing Kenneth brought to the table that gave Elvis problems was this was the first time Elvis was in the ring with a guy who's as athletically gifted as he was. Mm-hmm. So he's fighting a guy that can match him on the outside. And actually, in watching Elvis last night, I better grasp what people in boxing really mean when they say he's looking for one shot. When you hear that, it's like he's just trying to throw one big. No, Elvis kept looking for the right angle over and over again to land that perfect right hook or that perfect left-handed. So now I understood it. Looking for that one shot doesn't always mean they're just looking to load up on one shot. It's right. There's a certain look that they got earlier in the fight, and they're begging, they want that look again. Right. And they just keep looking for that one setup over and over again. That's what Elvis did. So
right. I was going to say it's like in basketball. Sometimes you're not going to have a perfect shot, but you need to take a shot rather than try to get overpass or over where sometimes it's not going to be a perfect angle. The defense might be there, but sometimes you got to throw the shot.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I love when we can kind of rewind just a little bit to a previous fight. The one that comes to mind is Canelo and Saunders, where he came out from the rip throwing an uppercut. That was the punch that he was looking for. What Elvis didn't do was throw other combinations, other punches to lead up to or to set up that punch that he was looking for. And another part of that is just being a little more intelligent in the ring, knowing that, hey, I can lead this guy to the punch I want to land, or I can set him up with some feints and things like that, which he didn't do. But just saying that, to your point, Shawn, a lot of times when guys are looking for one punch, it's not always the big blow that's going to knock a guy out. It's sometimes I've studied film. I know this punch is going to land. I just gotta find that timing and the right time to throw it. And that's something that, when you're young, you may grab a hold of something and hold on to that. I've actually heard a lot of coaches lately say, I don't like for my guys to watch film. And the common denominator there is they always feel or have felt, the coaches that I've talked to recently, that when a fighter watches film, they get kind of locked into one thing, or they get locked into what happened in that fight, and they expect that that's how the fight's going to go. So not saying that that's what happened to Elvis. However, a lot of times when you're young, that may not be the best time for you to watch film, because you may see something and say, oh, if I do that, that's what's going to work. I hate when people come to me and tell me, all you got to do is this, all you got to do is that. It's just so much more that you have to do in a fight than all you got to do, And I think there was a lot more that needed to be done. I actually did not know that was the matchup of the night in the first fight. And so I've seen Sims Jr. and I know about him. And so when I looked at this fight, I was like, who did they pick to be the A side and the B side of this fight, because that one was going to, I think we all expected or thought Elvis would win, but it went the complete opposite way. And again, Shawn, to your point, Sims was just more athletic, very, very poised in the ring and fine-tuned in terms of his boxing ability. And I've seen that out of him before. So I actually wasn't surprised to see him win that fight. However, I think when you consider being in the ring with Elvis Rodriguez, the young and up-and-coming fighter, I think that, we kind of thought it would go the other way, but I wasn't surprised at all at Sims. Don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday, something new for you right here on the Porter Way Podcast.